Welcome back to Her Perspective. This is Jay Free.
And this is Marley.
And today we're talking about, do you feel like you can love like you never have been hurt before?
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, people.
We all have opinions and different points of views. Perspective is a particular attitude towards something or a way of regarding something. Join us as we sip and say what's exactly on our minds in a conversation we call Her Perspective. Okay.
What you think, sis?
Oh, this is a question that I've had for a while now. And can you love like you've never been hurt? So my perspective is slowly changing from what it was, and it's because of someone that I'm now talking to. But before, I'm teetering a little bit.
Okay.
Didn't feel like you can love someone else and be authentically as vulnerable as you once were when you initially had that feeling of love, if that makes sense. So I didn't feel like once you've experienced that level of vulnerability and trust, where you just like, oh my God, I really trust this person, and it's that you're giving. Once you've been hurt to that level that you just really, it's in your gut, that gut hurt. I didn't believe, and I can say didn't now, I don't want to say don't. I didn't believe before that you could love someone else the way that you experienced that first feeling of love. As if you've never been hurt before. You go into a situation saying, okay, I love this person, everything's all good. Whatever happened, it caused that hurt, it caused that pain, it caused that distrust, it caused that separation, it caused whatever. And then you transition from it, fine, you're good, you're growing, whatever, no problem. You meet the next person. I don't believe you can go into that next relationship or situation without that past hurt being somewhere kind of not in the forefront.
Right. I know you're
right. You know, I don't want to say in the forefront, but it's still there.
Okay.
It's like, okay, so now that I know what that hurt feels like, now that I know what hurt feels like, am I 100% or can I 100% be all the way vulnerable and open and just naturally, that, I don't know, it's just that thing that you
like
give.
That same feeling.
Like that thing that you give that first person when you really love them. It's hard. So I never believed, like I said, until recently, that you can really genuinely love someone like you've never been hurt before.
Okay.
It's a wisdom that comes with being hurt.
Okay.
I feel like there's wisdom that comes with being hurt because you learn that, hey, all right, this happened. This is how it made me feel. All right. Because of that.
Go there. Right.
Going back to how we talked about before, being conditioned or attached or whatever the case. Like, I don't want to experience that no more. So because I don't want to experience that anymore, I'm going to go into this situation
a little
differently. I'm not going to give this person, not intentionally, I'm not going to give this person everything that I gave that person. You don't intentionally say that.
Write that down.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, like, you know how we talked about before in one of our previous episodes where the core, you can't really change the core of who you are. And I'm still a firm believer in that. Who you are as a person, you can't change that.
Okay.
But you go into the situations after the hurt a little bit different than how you entered that initial.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then what you said twice, you said didn't.
Right.
So what has new person done so differently that has made you feel as if you could be approaching that newness that you did not think or believe that you could could have again?
You know, I can't, I don't even want to honestly say it's something that they did or said. Going back to a previous conversation that you and I had on a previous episode, being conditioned, I'm not the type of person to sit in that area of hurt for very long. That doesn't feel good to me. I don't like that space. I like love and being happy and having fun and enjoying myself. So once you transition through that, I think you have to open yourself up to receive. You know? So once you open yourself up to receive that, I think, and it was something that this guy, it was something that he said to me, because he believes opposite of me. He believes, he's like, anything's possible is what he said. And I was like, true. Anything is possible. So that in and of itself, I guess him saying that was just like, yeah, anything is possible. But it's only possible if you, meaning me,
the person, allows it.
There you go. Done.
So you're saying that you don't feel like it was as much of him doing something to change your mind, and it was potentially more of you being receptive.
Absolutely. I had to come to a point to where I said, you know what? Yeah, I can essentially love the next person as if I've never been hurt. But there's a but.
There you go.
But I'm always gonna remember what that past hurt felt like.
I think you should. I almost feel like that's a little bit of protection, maybe not to the point where it becomes baggage or a barrier, but I don't feel like that part is a hindrance. Do you? Having that reflection piece in our memory?
For people like you and I don't think it's a hindrance, but for some people, I really think that it could be, because if they settle in their mentality, settles on that, oh my God, I remember what so-and-so did to me. Or if something pops up in relationship number 2, if it comes in, it's like, okay, so I see where this is going. So this is what so-and-so, like if you allow that to come in, then of course it could be a hindrance. But no, I don't unequivocally think that anyone can love as if they've never been hurt. I believe you can love past your past hurts or love beyond your past hurts. But to say that you can love someone moving forward as if
nothing has happened,
has ever, I really and honestly don't believe that anybody, that's just me, anybody.
I like that. Anybody.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't think it's true. And people who say that they can, it's like, okay, really? Really? So you're going to love me as if I was your first. Like you've never, like the next female didn't break your heart. Or like that relationship you had 10 years ago when sis did this, that, and the third. You're not going to, you really going to, like you lying.
Even though you didn't finish the sentence, I knew exactly what you meant.
Like, because you low-key, like how people like, you low-key lying, but okay, no problem.
But that says something about how you feel, I think, being the one that has to be receptive. I feel like that says something about you wanting or desiring to want to try love again.
Absolutely. I'm not open to it. I've always been open to it. And I think that's what to be honest, like I really think that's what probably causes me more hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because I am so open to love and I am so open to like new experiences and situations. So when that hurt happens, I be hurt. I be like, oh, I'm hurt. Yeah, hurt, but hurt. Like, I'm hurt. Like, why me? But you have to like separate that from, okay.
Facts.
Yeah, this is what happened. This is who I am. I know who I am.
Yeah.
I can't go into another situation thinking that person is like the last person, and give everybody, a fair chance moving forward.
It's hard.
But do you think that? Do you think you can love someone as if you've never been hurt?
I have no idea. I was thinking as you were talking, I was listening.
Yeah.
What I was thinking.
Yeah.
And I was thinking of a visual to kind of coincide with what you were saying.
Yeah.
and I thought about like a broken leg or a broken arm. And I thought, even once it's repaired, it's not the same.
There you go.
So you can still walk, you can still, weight lift, you can still jump, you can still run, but it's just not the way it was initially.
There you go.
Or when it was first made or when it was first formed. So I think of our heart being somewhat like that.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
Maybe we try to, give it the love that we think we can give it, enough of that.
Right.
But I don't think it will ever go back to its innocence when it was first in love with that said person or whatever. And I don't think that that's a bad thing. I kind of feel that there's some growth and wisdom, as you said.
Absolutely.
As well as you need to navigate around some of the foolishness out there. Not everyone is worthy of your heart.
Absolutely, Jay.
So there are some protectors that life can train you up to have.
Yeah.
And so if you go through a few things,
right,
eventually you're like, you know what? I know when I touch that stove, this is going to be hot.
That's going to be hot.
I'm good.
I want that.
And someone says, no, come touch this stove. No, come touch me. I'm not hot. I'm a GE. So, whatever. No, but I'm good. I've learned my lesson 10 times.
Right.
So I think some of it is good. I'm not going to be that person that's going to put my hand back on the stove. Might it be cool? Sure. But we're not gonna
test it out. We're not gonna try that. Know. Right.
Mm-mm. So I think you're spot on. I think the person has to be in a place of receiving.
Yeah.
And if they're open to receive, the closest to being that innocent again, then that's okay. You know what I mean?
Right. And I do.
Which is not the same as being the same as rare, like just the normal form.
Right.
The closest I can get to it. If this is normal and I can get just a fraction of that, then
that's really good.
Then I'm good.
Because I believe you can get close to that, but you're never going to get back to that. You're not going to go all the way back.
And then people do, you ever date somebody and then they do, everything is good, right? Everything is Gucci and, you're having a great time. You're kind of smitten. You're kind of in love, whatever. And they do that one thing that takes you back all the way to like red flag back. Like, ooh, I ain't see this coming.
Right.
And then that can potentially hinder further growth. So just like you said, you can't allow it to cause a hindrance.
Yeah.
But you do have to know that, hey, I am ready to take this gamble, this leap of faith with you, this risk with you.
Yeah.
And if you'll accept me and if you'll show me that I'm safe and that this is worthy of me being vulnerable for, then I'm down.
Yes.
But if you give me reason to question or doubt or feel like I should hold back, then I will.
Right.
Like they say, oh, if you're undecided about something, just don't do nothing at all.
Yeah.
Because if you're sure of something, you're sure of it.
Right.
You're sure of it. So if somebody's giving you that, I'm not really sure, God ain't really have confusion.
Right.
That's just what it is.
Right. You're right.
So somebody has given you a space to feel safe and as if, you know what? I'm going to open my heart and expose my heart to you, and whatever happens will happen.
Right.
And this is the closest that I can give you to its
being that natural raw state of vulnerability.
Its natural form of when my heart was first created.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but I got those problems right now. So
but it's not even going forward in a future relationship. You think about, even if you're not in a situation now, you just think like, okay, moving forward, if I am to meet that person, would I allow myself to be at that beginning stage of vulnerability as if I had never been hurt before? Would I give that person that?
If I'm being all the way 100, okay? I got
real.
If I'm being real
free.
So I would say, if you asked me a month ago and prior, I would have said yes.
Okay.
You asked me today for indefinite, the answer is I am not open. I am probably going to be super almost, you ever meet those women that are just like stone cold almost to these guys?
But that's not even naturally who you are,
No,
Jay.
you're absolutely right. But that's
not
okay.
who you are. But you can't even project that because that's not who you are.
I'm going to find her and I'm going to be that. I'm going to act that one out. Okay? Because
that's not even who you are.
But you know why I want to tap into her? Whoever she is, I'm going to call her Nene for this episode, okay? Sorry, Nene. But so if I'm going to tap into her, and the reason is because I feel like the same way that you said, it could be your demise about how much you are interested in love and how open you are. I feel like that's to a default. I'm a hopeless romantic. To a default, I'm a loving person or a good person. And this world ain't really created for people like us.
Yeah.
And if it is, we need to be a little bit more wise and a little bit more smart.
Girl, you made me cry. Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Well, we need that. That's good.
No, we're not about to cry on camera. No.
But it's okay because what are you going to cry for? Because
I feel what you're saying. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? When you say people like us, it's just one of those things where you're just like, I get that. Mm-hmm. Like, that, you know what I'm saying? I get that. That really touches my heart because I understand exactly what you're saying. And it gets to a point where you're just like, me being that person that I am, why is it that you know what I'm saying? I hate that. Like, I don't even want to cry.
Oh, but
I don't even want to cry.
But I am so tough right now for many different reasons. And I think that it's not a bad thing. I think you have to sometimes be hard on yourself and hard on others for a set period of time. Here you go, sweetie.
Thank you.
Just to ensure that you're looking out for yourself.
Yeah.
And just to ensure that you are protecting yourself. And
but it sucks though, because you put yourself in a situation or in a state that you don't normally operate in.
Correct.
Do you know what I mean?
That isn't even authentic to you.
Right. It's so unauthentic to you to where it's just like, I don't even feel good in this space because it's not who I am. So I don't know. The older I've become, I think that going into different situations, not trying to dwell on past experiences is healthy for me because I don't want to. That's why I said I've slowly transitioned into believing that I could love again as if I've never been hurt, but that it's still gonna be there. Do you know what I'm saying? The glasses was broken. It may have been put back together, but it still was got cracks in it. So,
and it's timing.
Yeah.
Think about it. For me, you're talking. This is fresh out of something, and so when you're fresh out of something, your mind is not in the space of who's gonna put these pieces back together. Let me just lay on this ground, broken. Somebody sweep me up next month. I'm good right now. You know what I mean? And so you have to, because I feel like sometimes we prematurely get out of situations, get out of feelings, get out of going through it.
Yeah.
And instead of going through it, we want to go around it, under it, avoid it, ignore it. But if you don't really go through it, you don't grow through it.
Absolutely.
And I'm trying to grow and not be the person that attracts the same things over and over, like what we talked about in the previous podcast. I don't want to. I don't want to be that person. I want to be the person that attracts good partners. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
And they project the kind of energy that I project to them. Yeah. And I don't want to be the Red Cross no more. Right. I'm tired. This business is
Captain. What they call him, Captain Saver.
Okay.
She don't want to have an S on her chest no more. I'm done.
I'm done. So I throw it on the ground and I'm over it. But it's okay. Yeah. It sounds harsh. Yeah. And I know the tears. I can't even cry right now. Like that's not even it's not even in the jar. Yeah. I don't have it. But I think that that's okay. I think that that's truly okay because when the right person comes along, he is going to make me feel just like you, and he's going to make me feel safe and open and vulnerable and trusting. And guess what? All of those, like in the movies when the glass just picks up and it's going to, like that. I'm just going to be a nice little pretty champagne glass again. How you do that?
Right.
And so That's just what I think.
I mean, the emotion came from knowing who you are as a person and knowing that you're deserving and knowing that, you know, even though situations haven't panned out, it's just like, I know who you are. Do you know what I'm saying? So I felt when you said that, like I felt that. So that's what made me super emotional. But yeah.
And that's why we have good girlfriends. Yeah. To be honest with you, I mean, that's a little bit of a tangent, but that's why it's so imperative to have something that you believe in bigger than yourself, whatever your thing is. For me, it would be faith, and then also have a good support and social circle.
Right.
You get a few good girlfriends and a few good voices or shoulders or ears, you can overcome a lot of things that people count you out for.
Absolutely.
So although my glass may be all scattered and broken on the ground, I have a bunch of yous that I'm grateful for that are going to pick each one up individually. You know what I mean? And put me back together.
Yeah.
So I don't have to wait for Prince Charming to come and put me together. I got friends and family, and I got my faith that's going to heal me. And then when it's perfect timing, the perfect choice will come.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
That's good.
Yeah. Disclaimer, God. We don't want to wait till she's 80, okay? Okay?
We don't want a death mate. Okay? We want a soulmate.
That was good. I like that.
Hey y'all, if you're watching us on YouTube, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share our channel. And if you want to hear our perspective on any particular topic, just send us an email or leave us a comment below.